Deuteronomy 15:5. Rak im shamoa tishma bekol Adonai Elohecha, lishmor la'asot et kol ha-mitzvah hazot, asher anochi metzavcha hayom. So we come back here at the beginning and we get this only, this kind of restrictive adverb here, only, and then we get the conditional particle if, im, only if, and then we have the infinitive absolute of the verbal root shama, and followed by the imperfect of the same verbal root. So here we have that infinitive absolute construction where we would say if hearing you will hear. So we've got the imperfect to ms here and the infinitive absolute. If hearing you will hear altogether becomes if you will indeed listen or hear. Listen works a little bit better because we get the bait preposition, and often with shama the bait will mark the object or the accusative of the thing heard. So you might say, listen to the voice of the Lord your God. Now I think that listening to the voice of the Lord your God here has to do with obedience as well. This is the assumption that you will hear and obey, not just listen for the sake of hearing. And that's implied in the following infinitives. So next we get two infinitives, one here and one here. Both of these are call infinitive constructs. Here we have the verbal root shin, mem, resh, and then secondly we have the verbal root ayin, shin, hey. So keep and do, or something like that. Now, two infinitive constructs side by side like this, we've seen in Deuteronomy before. If you will indeed listen to the voice of the Lord your God, to keep, to do, direct object marker, all of this commandment. Now, what do we mean by to keep and to do? This is the part that's a little tricky here. It could just be two things that are added together here as synonyms, to keep and to do, okay? It could be to keep and by doing, to keep by doing. That would understand this infinitive as an epexegetical infinitive, further explaining how you keep. Or if we understand shamar as this concept of guarding, it could be something like being careful to do and focusing attention. Either way, I think we get the idea that listening to the voice of the Lord is more than just hearing. And then we get this further modification with the asher clause here of the commandment which I am commanding you today. Here's our PL participle masculine singular plus the to ms pronominal suffix.